Hey guys, Technical Oatmeal here. Just a little quick video on a little bit of flashlight repair and maintenance, courtesy of non-functioning Nebo HP190 weapons mounted light that I picked up recently. I opened it up when I got home and sure enough, no power. So, oh, and by the way, yeah, I put the battery in it. So this video is just going to demonstrate a few things that you can do to try and diagnose and repair a non-functioning light. Such as this. So basically, one thing that I like to do as soon as I get the flashlight home, and I've already done, is I'll take this says lens cleaning wipe, but it's really just a big alcohol prep pad essentially. It's meant for cleaning glasses. All it has in it is alcohol. And I'll go ahead and wipe down the threads, the contact points, the inside of the body where it's silver like that in color is where the contact points are going to be made for the current to pass through. And you know, I was surprised to see how much junk was on these threads that I was able to get off with that pad. So that's one good thing to do, helps increase the efficiency of the light. Another thing I like to do is a lot of times they supply a battery. This is a Nebo brand CR123A lithium battery. You know, it could just be, I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously it's a battery, but I think it's like a cheapy battery. So on occasion I like to test them. So I'll get my multimeter out, set it to DC volt setting so I can test that battery. Let's see, there we go. You should be able to see that. No, it's sideways. There we go. And stick red positive on the positive post of the battery. Kind of hold it firmly. My hands are a little bit oily. And black to negative, and we get 2.94 volts. Not bad out of a 3-volt battery. Obviously it's not exactly 3 volts, but you know, there's going to be some discrepancies there. So multimeter's done for now. So another thing we can do, since the whole LED assembly comes off, we can go ahead and test that to see if it's working. For this I'll use this opaque film canister just so you can see light coming out a little bit easier that way. A piece of wire. Everybody should have some wire laying around somewhere. And then we'll go ahead and grab that battery again. So we'll take one end of the wire, touch it to the negative on the battery, just hold that there. The positive post on the battery is going to touch the spring on the back of the LED assembly. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then touch the other end of the wire to the outside of the threads. And there we go, we got light. So we know the LED assembly itself is good. Let's test that multi-mode, got that strobe going on. So all the modes work. So we know the LED assembly is known to be good, which is good because that would suck. Have to send that in for a warranty replacement because I don't really want to fix that myself. The only other part on here that really could be an issue is the switch, because that would control the current going through the body up to the negative connection, which is the threads on this LED assembly to complete that circuit. So this feels kind of janky and loose. So let's go ahead and get a screwdriver. You're going to need a small screwdriver to get these 2 screws out right up in here. So go ahead and take those out. Okay, and these screws will not back all the way out. They will hold into that metal, I guess, plate cover. So we'll go ahead and look, take this off. This is what actuates the switch. The switch is just down in here, and that is loose. Wow, that's really loose. Okay, so we got this kind of like a screw-on battery thing, and to screw it in there's these 2 divots. You just need a pair of somewhat needle nose-ish pliers and stick these down in there and give it some tightening. Man, that was loose. Okay, there we go. So that's nice and tight on there. So we'll see if that did anything at all before we further diagnose the issue. Actually, as an aside, we will go ahead and do something else. You can see that there are 5, get some light on here for you. There are 5 little posts sticking off the back here. That's the connection points for that switch going into that switch housing itself. You'll see the 2 gold, I'm going to say trails heading off down into the assembly inside where the spring is. I don't know if you can see that or not. So we'll go ahead and test those for continuity, and this will determine if the switch itself has gone bad or if it was just a connection based on that being so loose. So to test for continuity, you need a voltmeter, and you will set it to the continuity setting, which is this one down here. and this one has a terrible tone to it. It will beep if it detects continuity between the 2 points. You'll hear it like this. Just sounds terrible. Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave the switch off as it is on the rightmost position. That is the off position for this light. I guess if you were a left-handed person, you really wanted to change it to be left-handed operable, you could unsolder these connections, take the switch out, flip it around, put it back in, and then resolder it, and then you'd be good to go as a left-handed person, which I am. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. So we'll go ahead and take it and test for continuity. I touched it. And we got nothing, which is good, because we don't want it to be continuity. We don't want continuity if it's off. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. So the switch is now in the leftmost position, which is on, and we will test those same 2 points again. And we have continuity, so we know that the switch itself is good. We'll go ahead and get rid of that multimeter for now. So, before I go ahead and put this switch actuator back on and then the cover plate, I'm going to go ahead and just test this thing out. Turn the switch off, go ahead and screw it on just to see if this is going to work or not, and go ahead and flip that switch. And there we go, we got light. And strobe is working, so we know the switch is good. The problem was just a loose connection in the back. So we'll go ahead and put this switch actuator back on with the cover plate. Go ahead and screw that back down. Okay. Right, we'll see if that works. And we got light, so there we go. That's how you fix the a lot of issues that you can find with lights, is just by giving them a good once over. This probably saved me about 3 weeks and shipping on trying to get this back to Nebo for a warranted replacement. So just put your man pants on, or your girl pants, and give it a shot yourself. Give it a once over, clean it up, check it out, make sure it's working. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.